So on this, having gotten this detail from the minister seated right next to you here.
I've been privileged to also have gotten the audit report, the management responses, and the management letter. And when I went through, I cried within me. I realized that in this country, people steal in the name of religion. They steal, they do all manner of nasty things using the name of either God or Allah. You recently heard, wallahi, wallahi. These are some of the things you must be prevented. They go there, they quote Matthew, they quote Nehemiah. Interestingly, this report has Nehemiah Group, remember? And let me say something about the Nehemiah Group. Whereas the government, in one aspect, whereas the government was saying that it owed Nehemiah Group almost $1 million, more than $1 million, Nehemiah Group was saying we were owed $155,000. You see, in most of the cases, whereas the vendors were saying we were owed less, the National Cathedral, they were saying that we owe them more. Yes. Because in the case of Jáil, Jáil says you have paid me 117 million. The secretariat was saying, oh, we only paid you 113 million. But you know, the office of the special prosecutor at one point invited former President John Mahama and questioned him. This is an opportunity for this administration to also question Nana Akufo Addo. You know why? Because he paid. In one of the responses, they started making payments way ahead of even signing agreement. Yeah. And when the secretariat, they were asked, they said, oh, we didn't know anything about it. This one, it was His Excellency.
That's what the secretariat said.
That's what the secretariat said. In their response to that, the president, but they mentioned Nana Akufo Addo's name, that he engaged them and started paying so they can go and find out from him. So they have given you a clue that go and find out from him. And let us know whether or not he had that power to do what he did. I totally disagree with anybody that would say that we should go ahead with this cathedral business.
You disagree?
I disagree.
Dr. In fact, thinks otherwise.
In the next 10 years, if my administration, my candidate was in power, what we would have done was to have a very big billboard by the site and write how not to govern the country. That site. So that it will serve as a guide to future leaders of this country. Who will do that? If we are going to add even the value of the land, plus the demolition to the $97 million, you will be running into $200 million without nothing. And he says it's a good project. Look, the National Cathedral, they claim to have collected close to 40 million through mobile money. When Deloitte went through, almost close to 39 million were reverse monies, Momo. That's why it couldn't go through. Meanwhile, you had accounted for, what do you call it, 40 million.
So how come?
Yes, I said people are stealing and doing all manner of things in the name of God. We are unable to tell them in this country. We must confront them. When we confront people, they say we shouldn't touch the anointing. We will touch your anointing. Because if this is how anointing is, that is a very bad anointing. Are you with me?
You are touching the anointed?
We have to touch because some anointed are very bad.
Touch not my anointed.
Who are the anointed?
Do my prophet no
these are not prophets.
Really?
When people, you are claiming that when we go to Rome, we will see what? Cathedrals? Are people in Rome sleeping on their belly or, sleeping on their belly to go to school or to write? Go and see the roads that we ply on. 97 million. The contractor between Amasaman and Sawam, he is demanding $45 million. Is that not the case? We have used 97 million to sink a hole. Is it not pathetic? And this is a party that is telling you that we should give them an opportunity to come and lead us so that they can further dig holes. That will not happen. We must not allow that. It's pathetic. But you see, on the basis of the management letters alone, without any forensic audit, it is enough to indict a lot of people. People must be lined up and prosecuted.
Based on this?
Based on, is enough. What I read and what is in their responses to the auditor, so pathetic. They didn't have answers to almost all the questions or issues that were raised. They were running away. They were running away. We are in this country, even Bangu and Fufu, we haven't finished it. So we are going to cook Jewish foods in a cathedral. What is that going to do to us?
That's continental.
Continental. Alfredo. So our embassy and Bangu is not good enough. Something that you have eaten since infancy. Grown with it, all of a sudden, you have gotten anointed. So you must depart from what brought you up. All right, let me end it here and then see
what you want is that in the end, you want prosecution and retrieval of our money.
It has to happen. I've set time with that number. That the number of people that must face prosecution, the monies are in people's pockets. They are flaunting it in our faces. They are walking about with it. We know them. They also know us. We know where they came from. And what they have today. Lifestyle audit alone will identify or determine all these issues. And all of us will be free. So this National Cathedral, now that we are going to go into it, it will be a beautiful scene for all of us. You get my point? Someone borrows money to the cathedral. He says it's a soft loan. Which soft loan do you pay back within 7 days? How can a soft I give you money. I say it's a soft loan. It means I'm going to give you in ample time to pay. Maybe without interest. He gave the money within 7 days. He took it back.
Without documentation.
Without documentation. If he was running his own business, would he do that? And when we say they will begin, they want to pray against us. That prayer will never work. Because that child in my village who hasn't eaten,
I've started.
You are using our monies anyhow. Yes. And you say, Here Baba. So it's not good enough. It's a sad situation.
No, but
the trustees, they were very clear. They've been consistent that they would not, in their view, this site must be used for the project of the cathedral and nothing else.
If you go and ask them again, they will tell you that they don't want to even talk about the national cathedral. And this was a cathedral that had our revered ministers run away from it before it was even dissolved. Remember, Otabo left. Remember, Duncan Williams left. Why were they living? That Howard Mills had left. Why were they living? It's not good. I mean, nobody can be proud of what they have done. Even the former president will not be proud of it.
Akufo Addo?
He will not. This thing, it is enough not to allow MPP to come to power again. I'm telling you.
This cathedral?
It's enough. So it's enough.
Let me provide you some information. You see, I forgot. You see, you do know that as I speak to you, even though the site has been abandoned, every day we incur costs.
Can you imagine?
The contract was so lopsided. And you know why? Because they have cranes and other equipment there.
Can you imagine?
They rented it. So the person they rented it from must be paid. But to the extent that it remains on that site, every day we pay. That is why the president has asked that the Attorney General takes lawful steps to terminate that contract. Because it's lopsided. Completely not in our interest.
I see.
And the site has been abandoned for 3 years. Yet every day we pay.
So it's not good. It's not good. And I believe that those that wanted to do propaganda, when I saw our brothers from the other side start making noise that people have been vindicated, I said, so are you proud that you have this hole with this magnitude? Initially, I thought it was even $58 million. That was what I was running with. Until the minister's expose.
Of 97 million.
Maybe you have to do further check. There could be other hidden costs that you don't know. Because it was free for all. Free for all. And in this country, we are afraid to confront people that go by this cassock and stuff. We are afraid. We are all of us. They have been able to put us into our place. That, hey, when you speak against them, you are demonic. But it doesn't work like that. This is taxpayers' money. We need money to do a lot of developmental works. You understand? So that's it.
It's also, President, Agyapong, this just because of the detail we have gotten today, and then also the point made about what has to be done beyond this, because now, yes, the details are, in fact, the audit, the management letter has been published. It's a public document. And where can they find it? Because we serialized it on 3news.com.
We didn't put it. We actually gave it to the media so that you use your independent platforms to publish.
So you serialize it on 3news.com. Yeah. You go there, you'll find it as well. We've taken time to break it down. Yeah. Lawyer Christian Mamhesi is joining us as well, private legal practitioner. Thank you so much for making the time to join us.
Alfred,
Lawyer.
In Ghana, we respect personalities than the law, than enforcing the law. Constitutional Review Committee, that's where I'll start from. The Constitutional Review Committee should make sure they do what? They take out immunity for our presidents. They take out immunity for our presidents so that they can answer to some of these things that they do. If I had my own way, we would. If I had my own way, the immunity of President Akufo Addo is for how many years? What's the president's immunity?
3 years after
3 years after leaving
After
office.
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, Article 57.
We either waive that immunity or wait for the 3 years and question him.
No, it's
It has to be
counting
done
now.
3 years
It
from the time
started
he leaves
counting.
office.
3 years
So,
from
yeah.
Let's waive it.
So from now to 3 years,
Let's waive it.
can do anything. Yeah.
You know why we should waive it? This land that we see there is causing financial loss to the state.
Right. You want the...
They should waive President Akufo Addo's immunity so that
No,
he
now
can be
he doesn't
questioned.
have immunity now.
Well, he doesn't have it now.
No, up until 3 years, he
Up
doesn't have
until-
immunity, yes. He gets immunity after 3 years.
So now we can question him.
Yes, he can be questioned.
Call him and question him. Because this went to cabinet. President Bawumia is doing what?
That is only an assumption, though, that he went to cabinet.
Whatever
There's
the
no
case
proof of
is,
it.
whatever the case is, I'm sure he didn't take decisions on his own. Look, this particular project started as what? I had a conversation with God that if I win the election, I'll do what? I'll build a cathedral in honor of his name. Was it a national project? Was it in the MPP manifesto? Was it part and parcel of the manifesto they campaigned on? It wasn't. It was a personal pledge. So he owes responsibility to us to explain how monies have been spent. If they are not prepared to question him, they should question President Bawumia, Vice President Bawumia, to tell us what he knew about this project. This is causing financial loss to the state. Even let's put aside the monies that have been invested in. All those properties that were broken down, do you know how much it cost? Some of those properties are in the UK, what do they call it? They are listed buildings. Listed building from a colonial time, which shows history of this country. He broke all down. For what? A hole? A hole?
A cathedral.
And as a whole, do you have a cathedral at the end? Is there a cathedral standing there? Is there a foundation of a cathedral standing there? Is there? Can Ghanaians say, if for nothing at all, we have one-room cathedral on that land? Absolutely nothing. And then what? We sit and we fold our arms and say, oh, President Akufo Addo has no responsibility. He has massive responsibility and he should be questioned about it. Because it is absolutely wrong to cause such financial loss to the state and we keep quiet. If I were a Vice President Bawumia wanting to stand for president of this country, that would be the first place, the first thing I would try as much as possible to clarify. Because he was part of government. He's the only one who can walk into the president's office without an appointment. Only one. And is he trying to tell us that when all this was going on, he absolutely said nothing about it? He didn't know anything about it? So what is your responsibility as a vice president? You don't sit with your boss who held your hand. And let's face it, nobody voted for Vice President Bawumia. He was taken in conjunction with what? The president. So it's the president's handbag. Wherever the president goes, he goes with him. Campaigns, he campaigns with him. So he has a responsibility to the people of Ghana. This is a lot of money. We are now saying from 50 to what?
97 million.
$97 million US dollars. That could have built good schools, good hospitals for the people of Ghana. And we are keeping quiet because personalities are bigger than the law in this country. Something should be done. We shouldn't leave it just like that. And nobody should say, oh, because he was president, You are a servant to the people, aren't you? President Mahama is servant to the people. President Akufo Addo was a servant to the people. And when you have a servant, are you not supposed to be responsible to the people? Can't the people question you, why did you do this? And what took you to do this? And the monies you put in there, how do you... Because look at the discrepancies in the payment from the different reports we've got. Felix has just looked at it. Yeah. Different. That goes to show that there was wuru-wuru in the thing.
There was what?
Wuru-wuru.
What is wuru-wuru?
Go to Nigeria, they'll tell you what wuru-wuru is. There was underhand business in the thing. Because right now, we are looking for who? Ken Ofori Atta. Where is he? They say he's not well. And because he's not well, we can't question him. President Akufo Addo, he has immunity. So, we can still question him, but nobody will dare approach him.
Why you think?
Let the Attorney General take it up.
Right.
Let the Attorney General take it up and question, because if it were me, would they not question me? Would they not pull me in? Would they not say, Kwame Janto, how did you spend XYZ? Huh? So what is different? Is anybody who has been given, who has been voted into power, are they much more higher and better than we, the citizens of Ghana? What does the Constitution say about the citizens of Ghana? Doesn't ultimate power reside in them?
Yes, indeed. This week we got notice from the Special Prosecutor's Office about some charges against Mustapha, Hamid and others, the former CEO of the NPA. Let's put that on the screen. Yesterday we got details of the charges broken down. The Mustapha Hamid, the former CEO of NPA, he chaired the UPPF Management Committee. The total charges against him: 3, count 1, conspiracy to commit extortion; count 2, extortion by public officer; count 5, using public office for profit. Then you go on to the others as well. Jacob Kwabena Agyapong, 18 counts: conspiracy to commit extortion, using office for private gain, or that's for profit, money laundering. And then you have as well Wendy Newman, a staff, audit department, NPA, total charges 10. She's not alone in this. And then Albert Ankra was then director of Propness Limited. Is one of 3 artificial persons charged in this. 2 counts. Isaac Mensah, 3 charges: conspiracy to launder money. Bright Bediako Mensah, CEO of Propnest and Care Logistics, King's Energy, 6 charges. And then you have Kweku Annan as well, the director of Care Logistics and King's Energy as well. I mean, you saw this, Lawyer Hesimam. Yes. There's been concerns raised about the mugshots that of these persons that were put out, but then also this further detail. How does this strike you? Maybe a few minutes.
Yes, thank you very much. I mean, for the mugshots, I believe it's totally wrong, especially if the law does not provide for it. Why make that out? And it creates a certain prejudice in the minds of the public. You are convicting these persons before they have a day in court, especially the charges leveled against them. It is a very tall order. We are yet to go through trial to have evidence-led cross-examination, court to come to a conclusion. So it is very, very unwarranted. It is more of a show of bravado that the OSP has involved itself in, to show that, yes, the law is with me and I can run it. My point is that if the law does not provide for it, it's needless. Show working, just go straight to the point. You are a courtroom person. Go to court, do your work, and let us see the work that you are putting out there, than all these superfluous activities.
I see. On this one, you look at the charges leveled against these persons, a tough nut to crack, or you think that the OSP might have something up his sleeves that we don't know about?
Oh, by all means, the OSP will have something up his sleeves that we don't know about, because we all know that it's not a child's play to lay criminal charges. So if they didn't have the evidence, they wouldn't do that. I mean, if you read the facts, you see that they say that about 24 million cedis went through Mustapha Hamid's hands directly. That means that they would be bringing the very persons who put that money in his hands. Because, I mean, you would have no basis for saying he received 24 million cedis directly if you would not adduce that evidence. Right. You know, the total figure is 280. They are saying out of that figure, Mustapha Hamid, wallahi, he received 24 million Ghana cedis directly in his hands, direct cash. You see? And so that means that they would be bringing the witnesses. And, you know, the whole thing that when we started hearing this through the grapevine, I was like, is that the wallahi, man? I mean, come on. About 8 years ago, he said the NDC had run the country down. We need to rescue this country, shed tears. We should have known that he should be the last person to be caught like that. Cheap. Very
but
cheap.
Of course, they are innocent until guilty.
No.
They are innocent. No,
by all means,
I just wanted you to...
Yes, so let's clarify this, please. We are not saying here that he's guilty of a criminal offense. What I'm saying is that, but there are facts that will show that he's received money that is not his salary. That one I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
He has received money that is not his fuel allowance. It's not his entertainment allowance. It's not rent allowance. That money, Article 284 of the Constitution doesn't allow him to receive it. Okay, so that one we can say, notwithstanding that there's a court action, there's evidence that he's received 24 million cedis. Look, that money, even in 8 years, his salary will never amount to that amount of money. Okay. But as we said today, he's received that. Look, and you know that thing, it didn't start today. You know, Mustapha Hamid's thing, these things that OSP is now brought out, you see, it's not every... Okay, right. So we just leave it at that. Let it go to court. But, you know, the whole thing is that, once again, people of Ghana, thank you very much for the change we brought about. If we hadn't kicked these guys out, you think we would have gotten to the bottom of some of these cases. Right. So thank you.
Right. And I know that this is one that you are looking into, so we'll stay the steam on it. The coming... Jantwa, please.
You see, one thing that I tend not to like is the fact that when cases like this come up, the court of public opinion takes the lead. All the people there are innocent until proven guilty. Full stop. It's up to the public prosecutor to make sure that the evidence that he brings to court proves guilt. And in questions of evidence, on the defense side, the moment they start plugging holes of doubt, then the prosecutor has to make sure that the evidence he's putting out there is strong. I won't go any further. I just want the OSP to come into court with a watertight evidence that will do what? That would indict them. If he doesn't bring watertight evidence and they are found innocent, then there's a huge question mark why he brought this case to court.
And if they are found innocent, not that they are found innocent, all these mark shots that he had put out there, their reputational damage, they'll come for restitution.
So
they'll file for claims.
As much as possible in this country, let's try not to play the public opinion card. If this were any other country, yes, you hear they have been arrested, and that will be till the facts come out in court. Remember, the law is in the bosom of the judge. The judge will listen to both sides, use the law, and see whether, yes, the accused are guilty or not. So, it's coming to court when? Is it 23rd?
23rd, yes.
23rd of July.
It's on Wednesday.
Let's see.
Well, I have a small, maybe Lawyer Mam can help me, and Lawyer Kwebu. What is the implication of charging a business entity, Curl or Justice? If you say you've charged them in a criminal trial, what does it mean? Who are you going to hold?
So it's through the directives. The law allows it.
Not a civil case, but...
No, criminal. It's always been our law, but we don't use it that much. It's in the Act 30. You can charge a company.
Okay. So then what would be the sanction for SIP?
Yes. So
let's say the director who is in charge now was not the one who committed the offense. What do you do?
So the one who is in charge now should come and answer. If the company, they think they have a strong defense and the former one will be the best to testify, they will go bring him to come and...
No. What I mean is that, yes, the facts will be established that there was wrongdoing. But you say the directors will be held liable. So what happens to the directors? Are they likely to suffer jail terms upon conviction?
Sometimes it depends. Sometimes yes.
No. Okay. So, for instance, as I said, you were the director who was in charge at the time the offense happened, but you are no longer there. A new director, Mr. Mam is the new director. But it was during your time that this company has been charged for this offense. So you will be the one to go there.
Yes, the one who is currently.
So what then happens if you are found guilty? Would it be fair to jail you when you were not responsible for the activities?
I believe that if it could be inferred by piercing the veil that even though Lawyer Kwebu is the current director of the company,
he didn't commit the...
but it could be inferred by fact and law that indeed I perpetuated fraud, even though I could be held to...
No, but for the company, let's make it simple this way. The director won't go to jail. Yes. Okay. If once they say the corporate, so it's a corporate entity that will be found liable, they will pay fines, etc.
Whatever the case is, if he's not dead, he can be pulled in.
But individually, but not as a company.
It's a company. It's an interesting...
Thank you very much.
Because the court is not interested. I don't take short, I take madness. The court is not interested. And the court will delay. And that is the stand of corruption. And then Yama, Akwasu Ghana had to say, Ghana at the side. I don't take short, I take madness. I don't take short. That was you. And I went there. About where the Omunyashi. And I find you could say, ha! Sammy! And I can be what the baby will gather hand and go to me, says the Chobia. Now, could be beer the dear Pierre Kratabubia. Sandy Pakro will rot in jail. No matter what. I found it there by it. Sure. Because the dead will not solve the issue. Sure. The Pakro will be a Sure. And I'm no say. Let me tell you the bitter truth, yeah? Ato Atta is doing so well, eh? Ato Atta, oh yeah, Yoko, boss, CID boss was Yoko boss was a day. Meno ka say, every before no one of Bawumia Campaign Gani nano. Omokwa, oh, minyo bi mane tra na kare pepa. Na wakọ Ato Atta hodomo. Sure. Raymond. Sure. Na ye de ma hwe ababo mi din. Told ya. Scándal se bi fa men sa se. Told ya. Scándal. Kakredi so there o de jiwe fa to ho ho told ya na ekofo twetwe Scándal bio so ekofo enam akire wona akromfo da no wo MPP aba mu no agusu twetwe Scándal bi just to limit the number of arrests ekwaba so e wo Ghana had mu say so people are still paying ni yeti krom ha ni yeso sa asebru we so many Yoko boss me fa ho no problem. What be Scándal be? No problem. Uti ya na be chew. Because agin yes na wo tribu a so de bo kro no. Se sa agin no e wo mu ye se e adwen bone ye betumi a chewa tu. And it is come kan say they so nkofo bi so sa because they are still negotiating behind the scene. And the court is also delaying every single criminal charges against individuals. They are changing their question December 24, December 15, next year. No court need delay the entire process. I don't take short. I don't take far. Not that some single individuals who have committed no crime or whatever it is. Let's talk of what is our prison and see. Ya okofo Dr. Mudemu omunim bonim po moaye. In my hands, Jáil. Operation recover all loots. Jáil. Now be a name boy who's up for him. Led by Okujetua Blakwa. COP Kofi Boakye, lawyer Martin Pemu, and the likes. Say Ghana had to say akrono adoso. It's a bo Ghana, you see kasem ho ban near bo Ghana ho bra. Near sa bo Ghana ho e ban so aka ho e fa you see kasem ho. It will be bia when we are buying Japade. When we are Ghana sika. Now I'm a Ghana enter the no sani papa no. Never bone na woni trim no adane atentehuro atua ne to. Na atentehuro no tua ne to a ye na kofa gya so ne ahwese ebe so de to na se so de to. Ye de sad start say ebobon nkofo bi di. Emi eti se nkofo bi the lives of asekonofo ba so kofi djuma. No car you turn over 100,000 Ghana cedis. I don't know. Ghana board Genesis car or something like that. As a quarter for turn over 4,000 Ghana cedis. What I say? Masoko Fujima turn over 4,000 Ghana cedis. Me no can say Asante Guso our court. On him. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The biggest issue in Ghana has to do with the judiciary and how justice is being delayed and denied. Oh, yes, yes, Assembly of Court. We are aware. But how long? And as Assembly of Court. In most cases, in most sensitive cases, you share the magnitude of the case, you share the extent, and of course, the way Assembly MSC did them now. Now, a buying and your influence kakra ewom. Because a buying and a producer, and that's a buying the appointed the judicial head, that is the Chief Justice. A buying and the appointed the police council, and the prosecutor. A buying and the appointed Attorney General. No, we jamu and the amano apatentene. It is so in most situations and in most instances. So you say, Assembly Kwaku Asembia, you go cast Assembly not entering famra. And I'm saying parties. Let me come behind the scene and negotiating tea. But I'm not some no, not with trade. Nada ko dada de na se sabi pediasa ye nuanu biasa no media foasa ye kwa de asa ba yachi awona foasa ne ye kwa ne ba yachi na asasem na asebeka asiyenka asasem ye bedi asiyenni na judge no in his own discretion or by the law judge no in his own discretion so no ankasa ne pay and now say you use me zoom no God, now what cheer something they are quite new. Now, some as a concord has a bay as a as a semi bed as a knee. Sire the son of 4 years abba. Now a cock trouble fufro. Now a bay. I'll be down one catcher said, oh, make Kwaku and not come to move. But because of court in 70, but we all know, so behind the scene, you people negotiate.
God have mercy upon us.
I remember one typical example. About the sign and the year and another Akufo Addo. I take question here to teach you. And then not some year. Find out. Okay, question here according to Friday saying, here and another Akufo Addo. For whatever reason, best known to him. Tama announced exposé the buyer. Quickly, he ordered for the arrest of Kweku Annan. DNT and until now, yenya who asema DNT I don't take far. Yeah. I don't take so far minute. Yeah, but Kweku Annan demu. Emma captain nakasa na dey fear documents. Me boa. What is that Captain Smart? Or didn't fear documents. And then the Kokosia wa and the Koko Peli Kweku Annan. DNT and from that time till now, yenya who DNT His Excellency the former president Nana Akufo Addo Kweku Annan tumu. I foolish case ana. Mayana manye. Someone I have feelings ana. When it has to do with government official and politically exposed people there, you will quiet, you defer so. I say, I did the defend. I say, you be ask ye, I say, I say, oh, yeah, man, the time kakra. Yeah, because we have a political reason and agenda behind whatever we are doing. But hey, your political agenda is not bigger than Ghana. Yeah. Your political agenda is so a chain of my conquer Ghana. It's a something man. Oh, I said the cockpit, I said if I cockpit. A tempted near the cockpit. But an ordinary Ghanaian like Nash. An ordinary Ghanaian like me.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.
Sammy Ananas. Ekutaka ya DV. Nase Ofan my name Bruce Miesa. I say it is against the regulations of DVLA or whatever. No one can go about to say Hunu. It's ambassa. Somebody has told me to say what from Umra. Na Samra na what from no. Ye processor Santa no police no say the won't sorry. No start no church. So what can I tell? No please come here for send the bottom. Amana kuma Tony yem no wanja wa. Ade ati ya the wo court. Ye dey do court to pay. Wey! Na judge no. At your service so the magnitude of this case. Are you guilty or not guilty? No one can be out. Udi for now udi bim. The moment you say yes, udi bim. That's okay. So udi bim there. You for go to abaku kom. Na check akra. Ni yehwehwemu. Yehwehwemu ni wie na say ampa so udi bim ani Jáil. So udi tumu say udi for so a. You for go to abaku kom kakra. Na yama dates etu wa hwe ya ensema ehu hia na Ghana Agyapong no binom egi meboa Sammy asema me kasa meboa kasa me me kama be say asem so asema ene sema ehu hia na judges the judiciary na obetra sa asem no so edi sa asem no but ensema ehu hia ababoa Ghana like the 95 million Ghana cedis, your friends are Sika. You see, they call it banking sector cleanup. Look at the Furata that's in Namho. You get it? Look at a whooping amount of 25 million Ghana cedis. You see, they call it banking sector cleanup. Meanwhile, not banking, this is here less than that money. You hear less than that amount of money. Near their someone as I'm yet to know Pejawo. Can the first on TV that? Shaya go back for no. Emma that day, on the Kofi Moabin, UT Bank, so bois, Mr. Bois. TNA. Or Kofi on the Nigerian, is it the Nigerian governor of the Bank of Nigeria or something? Obia delegation on the fee. On one can the first now, the quiet Diane. Kitchen, akoye aduane ma wodi ye etu o table ka che so oh ye de ye de asade asante be ya nka mona oh go fi am dem asa dabi ho de mitimi ne na apa aba kedo frata kotu bible ene emwo e convince mo die
onimi ya dia ye careful mitimi mo dey ba
ade chi yo mo nam kwa so mo back to omo fie a the question you say, banking sector reforms no. Nye kwa question na say bank no ye guru. For God knows whatever reason, best not to Ken Ofori Atta na na do Akufo Addo. Same way, and that's so hang ho no mo a ye nyanka ho asem. But obi a cross traffic light, crossing just a normal traffic light. You say, you're processing it na court. Am the pakodo or the remand. to see her.
Bini, oh.
Does this make sense? Yes, I was having the way I make him.
Bini, oh.
Yes, I will.
Bini grab it, do we ask? Ojai.
See, Adia, yes, Suma won, Adia, yes, Suma, yes, Suma on warrior.
Ojai.
You get it? It's the name who here no. The judiciary will not pay attention to it because they are being influenced by the same old politicians, the same old tactics. And I didn't know. And you form a cartel. So if you are not part of the cartel, of course, you don't UAPA. We are used to as an escape goat. How can you tell me, say? Bibini traffic lights. What's your offense? But I said, granted that your offense. And if you are not police in the court, now, watch out because of Pesca, the one man is Scándal penna.
Only the
walk of court. And penny and pardon and not the walk of court, or the local magistrate court, or friend is saying, circuit court or tribunal court or whatever court, so be it. Now, judge, no sure. Okay, so this is an offense, case number 202/4, an offense between the Republic of Ghana versus JB Echo. Now, now the security, the Lord, the gentleman you see here violated the Road Safety Act. Whatever session, whatever. Now, judge, you know, actually, special, they're telling me now. No, I because we was on the TV, so can't pass them the channel. Oh, can you assassin and the channel? As some walk and I assassin the channel. But I just so on tea. Or show him, sir. No, I trot, not in the Nabano and the sister. No, I can't just say, hey, we did for an answer the beam. Object question for one here and now, bear my crowd, Joe. And when you besides us, I'm not just oh, quite a one. Manuas Mayakuni. What you do one time? Manuas Mayakuni. Now, we are not so to be here, no, we are. Per the answer, the member no, I can't just say, okay, so what would be my Mufano Kwaku to a theatre? They are now watching me and me and Sadamosa so far them ra. Near Rijasim. And the court is quick to judge issues like that. But the court is not quick to judge issues that has to do with criminality by public and political officials. Yeah, quite him there. Court and say, about the are interested in attending. So at a point in time, now at a quite doubtful kakra. Oko quarter, based on the party in power. By your war to me, Bakoni a dear son of the Amano. Now by your opposition, and that's it. For more position. Yes, so there was something yet, the okay as a same cry, so Kakwasem. It's a sudden that the crowd ever went out. Now can sit down enough for your marking. What just happened to you? What just happened to you? Come say, and that court let one judicial let one say, almost a day. Today I'm revisiting this issue because and now Ghana for Kwaku a bois and yet usual. Now you better find what the board they kakra. Even though Andrew about that the but me a camera poor because me chika a perform to the 6 cities and I can pay. Yay. But then not because of a nyama akoso and a car ya bo and they go on munti. Me innocent person, not innocent person. GH boy, and the prof no what will have me now. We are all innocent of this useless crime. I'm on your focus here. But one day here, we know me boy. And the court is not in a hurry. The judiciary is not in a rush. Sir, some way, you're not going to Boakye, now Fay, your patent, and you're not Ghana for. There was a no, Kwabena way. Kwaku Manuel Digana Ska, Abogana Cronunti, yet to Kwaku Benutun. And now Ken Ofori Atta, Abogana Cronunti, yet to Ken Ofori Atta. Nana Addo Akufo Addo. Yes, certain commission of inquiries. Nana, about say. That's so called National Cathedral. Spending Ghana for $58 million to say Ghana cedis. And the Koko to a very romantic hole. Tokura who now fufu. A fufu black, a fufu yellow, a fufu green. Now what this hard day with the Ghana for say, I'm one year so because to hell with Ghanaians. That is what we are talking about. We cannot just be jumping around. We cannot just be hopping around. Say all the names say, yeah, man, you're 70. Let me Jáil and Yejuma. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, then candidate Mahama. I catch the Ghana and you ask for in answer, Oba, Nana Boakye, Ayafrano, Nana B, Obachina to Meboa. Yay. Waka. Now let me get back to the same issue.
Nana Boakye to remove the third. Nana Boakye to
Special prosecutor Jáil. Are you telling us Ghana Forson barely buy a Bosumi Bakuni and then a chair? When the mayor said 12 for share move, I catch a Ghana for you now said, oh, pressure Ken Ofori Atta, now baby, you're ashamed because when the Interpol Nasu for you now, and the Tatano. Are you telling me that only the Ken Ofori Atta? Yay. Are you telling us? Say you don't know the whereabouts of Ken Ofori Atta?
Ghana for Musorio.
Are you telling us to say you do not know the whereabouts of Ken Ofori Atta? And you did that for the cameras. And now, oh yes, sir, the chair said, I said, there's a certain office called Special Prosecutor's Office. Just say, oh yeah, my Ghana for who was so fast. From the days of Martin Amidu. Martin Lamisi Amidu.
Oh, I don't know.
I take special prosecutor. I don't know. I don't know that Akufo Addo say or share own goals. Why don't Harry Maguire? Now I know by ever accusing another say or the mother serpent of all corruption. Say you can't achieve more when you confront more. Me boy. I'm a catcher Ghana for you now say. And never a question no. Why no clearing agents? It is on why says a conform no co as a national GH boy co. When you know said Nash, I hear better about GH boy. When now you say a Patania boy and it's Nash Jáil to Quadania boy and not Nasu. What I said, that's your bottom. It has another Akufo Addo under his tenure. No, I don't say, oh, I did not claim in a match. Now, what did he say? Oh, special protocol from Kojo. Oh, yes, or Tina, I know, no, so what did he say? Oh, Jano, where the Okokano Kukuem.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.